Hey, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to 3 Minutes or Less. This is where I take a concept, break it down for you very quickly in 3 minutes or less so you can get back to your busy day. We know that black wealth is far lower than white wealth. We know that black people are struggling for what is called the wealth gap. And we know that this is a gap that, according to most financial scientists, is very difficult to close this gap. I have a PhD in finance. I've taught at a lot of different universities in finance. You know this, University of Kentucky, Indiana University, etc. I'm sharing that with people who don't know. So, I'm not just talking. Here is a mathematical way that black people could make significant progress on the wealth gap in a generation, if not close the wealth gap. Every black family that does this following strategy, very basic strategy, will probably have an average wealth level for their children that will exceed the average white American. Here's what you do. Take the amount of money that you would spend on a new car every month, the amount that you would put down if somebody wanted you to buy a new car, if it's $300, $400, whatever the max is that you would pay, take that amount and divide it in half. And then go to an insurance agent and ask the insurance agent, how much life insurance can I get for this amount of money, right? And pay that amount of money, get that much life insurance. So for some of you, it might be $250,000. For some of you, it might be $500,000. Some of you, it might be a whole million, depending on how old you are. And then leave that policy for your children, right? Then that way your children will have hundreds of thousands of dollars in liquid assets available to them once you die. The average white American does not have hundreds of thousands of dollars left to them in an inheritance. Some of them do, but most of them do not. The other way that you can actually close the wealth gap is buy a home. Try to pay it off before you die. Leave it to your kids. Your kids are, have a lot of liquid assets at that point where they have a house they can sell or get cash out of whenever they want. And then lastly, what you may want to do is another quick, very simple strategy. Over the course of the next year or two, buy at least say 2 to 5 shares of 25 different stocks, and then do not buy anything else. You can buy more if you want, but do not sell any of them. Just buy 25 different stocks, at least one share, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, but at least 25 different stocks, and then just buy and hold. Do not sell, just hold them and just wait for 30 years, wait for it to see what the companies do. What's going to happen is some of those stocks are going to be like Amazon, which trades for, which used to trade for, I think, $2 or $3, $4 or $5 or something like that. Now it's trading in the thousands. Google, Tesla, other companies like that have done the same thing. And so what will happen is when you pass that down to your children, even if you put, say, $2 or $3 or $4 or $5,000 in the stock market, that amount of money is going to turn into tens of thousands, if not over, 100,000 or more by the time you're done and by the time you're dead. That's how wealth grows. It's kind of interesting, and it does work. I've seen people do this. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to get out of here. My 3 minutes are up. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. If you want to learn more about the stock market, visit theblackstockmarketprogram.com. That's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. See you guys soon. Take care. Peace.